Oh, it's too fast. I forgot to blow my nose. I tried everything like, damn. So now I understand why the post office is broke, because this guy's been here like 3 hours and the engine's running. Anyway, so it's Wednesday, January 4th, 2022. I don't have a lot of battery. I mean, this Mercury retrograde is beating my ass. Hi, good morning. I have misplaced all my gadgets. I I don't know, like the track phone I got, Obama phone. Well, now they call it SafeLink. I don't know. The whole, I was gonna say the whole window. Yeah, it is like a window. Yeah, why don't we call it window? Screen. The whole screen is broken. Fell off. It fell down. I mean, I dropped it. Whatever. You know what I mean. You know what's going on with my hair. Oh, finally left. I'm like, are you serious? I thought it's like, yeah, it got in the truck right away. Like, when I sat down, yes. Turn on the engine and then proceeded to stay there for like 10 minutes. Like, no, it's like 5 minutes. No, less. But it just felt a lot because it was like right here in my face. So just parked right here. Anyway, whatever. It's a free country. Corporation. It's a free corporation. Why is all my shit on this side? Got my bagel. I'm so proud still. This is what gives me pleasure. To pay less. And the one here on Melrose and 160, what is that? 163rd, whatever, 61st, I don't know. I don't even know the name of the street. Still $1.50. Hopefully they won't change that. Because and then my voice is like, because as soon as the cold start, my nose start running. I'm like, whatever. So it's like the Weather Channel, it's practically useless. I mean, I don't know. I only had a smartphone. I mean, I bought a smartphone, but it was not plugged. It was just for, to use with the Wi-Fi. But this is the first time that I have, a smartphone with unlimited data, supposedly. Which, I mean, it don't even work. I mean, especially Twitter. I already tagged Elon Musk. To say, I hope you're getting your cut because, somehow Twitter is blocking me, from my hotspot. My hotspot don't get locked in. Don't tell me I got an audience again. They gotta stop right in front of me. But for what? They came all the way there and it's like they stopped right here, supposedly looking for something. If I don't know bitches. Okay. So I don't know. I get a lot of leftovers. So I'm trying to cut off on coffee. But I didn't put it in the refrigerator. So I left it in a container. And I don't know, I realized it's too hot. My apartment, I guess it gets too hot, but it don't taste very good. Anyway. It smells so good. I cannot believe it. Last night I went to bed late and it said it was going to be 50 degrees, 50 something, 52, whatever. And it was going to be raining starting at 12. I was like, oh great, my appointment starts at 1 o'clock, I think. Right now it's like 12 something. No, it's like 12. Gotta be like noon right now. Yeah, it's noon and the sun is all the way there. I mean, I always say that because, you know, in my hometown, it was always told, at noon, the sun is right on top of you. Not here, not now. At noon, the sun is all the way there. Oh, these bastards. I didn't even look. Yeah, the heavy chemtrails. Heavy chemtrails. I really thought it was clouds. You know, I didn't look because, you know, my caseworker got me taxi service after my surgery. So now they just dropped me off. I said, drop me off right here on Melrose because I got my bagel over there. Save 50 cents. You know, I can understand, you know, shit get more expensive from going from $1.50 to $2. Mm-mm. It's not worth it. $2, this. But I only know 2 bodegas, I think. This one and over there, Grand Concourse and in Fordham. That little street, whatever his name is. I don't know if it's me or whatever, you know, but as soon as I got out of my house, like, my mood lifted up. You know, I was like I realized I'm not made to be locked up. I mean, no pun intended. It's just something I have to think early because I'm gonna be like, well, in April I'm gonna be 58, and do I really want to be here with this kind of weather, locked up in my house? You know, totally abandoned in New York City, because that's what New York City, like, nobody ever like, hey, you bitch, are you okay? Never. That's just the way society is. Interesting enough, the driver was telling me, you know, it's true. He said, like, everything have changed, and I'm not even sure if it's that, or if it's like social media, which is a mirror. I don't know. But no, I think things should have changed. I mean, social media is just like wreaking havoc, because people like, I don't know, I was listening to this cracker, you know, talking about, because there was somebody recommended this book about the 9 nations of North America, and what was that? Was that laughter? I don't know, I get so distracted. You know, like a kid, but the laugh was of a grown man. Anyway, was it a sneeze? I don't know. My ADD kicking out. Mercury retrograde. Aries. Not a good combination. Not a good combination. You know, it's, they say, I know it's a great opportunity to, you know, organize our thoughts and blah, blah, blah. Which I'm doing. I'm doing that. Now I started coughing yesterday. Alright. Hell no. This is too much. This is too much. And my grandma warned me. My grandma used to live in Chicago. Rest in peace. And she used to talk about, how nasty it was. The winters. I just wanted to get away. It's crazy, I wanted to get away from my family, but at the same time, nobody expects your family gonna be like, just totally forgetting you. Like, not forgetting you, but just not never contacting you, The language of silence. There's a lot of silences. I know they all sound the same, right? But there's a lot of sounds. At the beginning of the year, I made some videos because I have an account just for my relatives and my family. So immediately they just started blocking me. I'm like, great. I should have done this before. Come on. I guess you don't want confirmation of what you already know. But my baby sister contacted me after like a year. Just like stupid little inbox. I send her some videos sometimes, more like to annoy them, because they're conservatives. Never heard from her. The last time I sent her a video, I forgot what it was about. Are you okay? Because of the snow. Everybody got the snow except us. I'm supposed not to be bitching about it, but I'm supposed to not be bitching about it because I'm like, oh, we got it good. This has got to be like 75 degrees. It's warm. I'm telling you, I went to bed last night, rain, 50 degrees. I said, F it. I got up like around 7 to uncover the cages, my birdies, and went back to bed. I slept for like another hour because, I'm at that age that I'm just discovering that morning sleep is really good sleep, like very relaxing to do this bitch, for real. And then I look at the weather and I say like, what? They say it's 60 something degrees. This is not 60 something degrees. I don't know what it is. But it feels really nice. There's not even sun. Imagine if the sun was out. We'd be like, think again I forgot to bring money to buy my candle. They have the best prices over here. You know, I don't like to pay much. You know. Let me give it to these guys. A little bit. So it's like yeah, New York City is like not even worth it no more. Extremely expensive and extremely boring. And then we got this thing that we get in a lot of people moving in from like very like, I don't know, like rural areas or something. They're like got no knowledge about what city life is about, you know. It's like very inappropriate, very like, you know, my friend from Florida called it the reckless eyeballing. Right. Oh, that's like, so that's what it's called. Where are they? They left. I'm gonna take it with me because I know there's a lot over there on 149th Street. There's a lot, so I actually brought him some this time. I hope it's not moldy. I think it would have been on my bag. Because, you know, I still go to the ones on 181st Street and they still remember that I give to the birdies. So they don't throw it away when they scoop my bagel. Which is nice. That is nice. This is like, you know, first of all, she's like, you know, like a football player. Amazing body, don't get me wrong. I mean, don't get me wrong. She was built right, you know, but freaking attitude. I mean, like the attitude of a liner. Is it called a liner? Something liner? Back liner? Something liner. Linebacker. Linebacker. I think that's what it is, right? I'm like learning football. I was like, yeah, it's just like, can you not be like, I mean, she got a dog and just like right in front of me again. I'm like, I mean, you can be a little bit more discreet and be like a 3/4 and you still look from, why is I, you know, supposedly looking at the phone. It's just like, why you like stand right there? Just looking at me. I don't get it. And then come over here, and then she steps. She stopped. She stopped. I'm like, that's what I'm hoping she got. I know she got a good eye. A good eye. A good eye. What is this? Earring. That's an earring. No, she got a good hearing. Hearing with the earring. I don't know. So I don't know. I guess it's just I'm not in the mood for bullshit today. I don't know. It's still good. They put it in double bag. It's a lot. So it's like, you know, harm reduction is good. This is all they take. You know, try just to eat the frogs with a little bit of cream cheese. There, you know, I get my starch that I like with the coffee. You know, try to reduce sugar. Try to, you know, whatever, you know, just a little bit. I mean, I'm like, you know, who am I kidding? I'm locked up and the mind end up thinking about food, and more food. I'm like, oh, there's more to life than that, you know. There's more to life than food. And it's just crazy, you know, how many people are just like, that's all they can think about. It's like, I feel like sometimes like telling them, don't you see yourself? Of course, no. We are not able to see ourselves, right? I mean, just like, you know, the people who like, no, I wanna have a delicious meal every time I have a meal. Every time I eat, it gotta be delicious. It gotta be delicious. It was like with my ex. I'm like, it's just like, okay, so it's good. I mean, like we can make something like really decadent, whatever, once in a while, but every meal, no, it gotta be tasty. But it's like, and then I just thought about it. It's like, is it because that's all they got going on? I mean, like, food and food. I mean, that might not be the case, but I think that is the origin of that. I can only imagine. You know, in colonial times, I can only imagine that. That's the only joy, you know, human beings got. I mean, not to even mention our African American brothers and like, shit. I'm sure the crackers, they even made the food taste nasty to torture them. You know, but I mean, like, I don't think that's natural. You know, the foodies is like, you know, I used to do like a distressing mechanism with what's it called, um, dating apps, and I was like, you know, okay, let me look it up. You know, right after, you know, I broke up with Marcus, and so it's like, oh, I mean, hideous, effing nightmare. And that is just so bad because people, they just gonna stay in relationships. That's people stay in relationships no matter what. The dating scene is a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Guys looking like shit, and the ones that look good, they're like a bitch. Like, they got pictures looking at themselves in the mirror. They got like, you know, like, wow, it's just like, is there anything in between? I mean, like, you gotta be like, you know, like, I don't know, but it's just really hard. It's just really hard. So I used to see and like I don't care about the pictures. I'm not as much as, you know, the content. I mean, like, something. If they don't even got a bio, I mean, like, yeah, that's a hookup. That's it. Bang wham. Thank you, ma'am. And but I mean, like, I mean, they say foodie. I mean, like, and so many profiles. She must be a nice woman. It's like, come on, she's like so aggressive. She's so aggressive. Like, you know, the fucking, like, no, bitch, no. You know, I mean, like, we already got that. You know, why we wanna? It's not even broken. Why we wanna fix it? You know, the way, you know, we used to have men. I mean, we still got men, some. But you know, but I mean, it's just like to compete like that. You know, when we already know that you can get a lot more with a damn drop of honey, a lot more. And now it's like she's walking with a swag. I think it's a. I didn't even look at the damn dog, but it looked like a bulldog. I mean, like, I think I didn't even look. I try not to. I mean, like, I try not to give her an excuse to approach me because I mean, life is too damn short. I mean, like, and I know too much about you guys. I know too much. Thank God, you know, like, with social media, we see. I mean, like, it's just unbelievable how much is changing the whole planet. You know, this internet So, oh, part of the video they were saying that that people are changing their accents. Their accents. I mean, like the most like famous accents are the ones that they're starting to be like implemented. I guess because people are watching a lot of YouTubers or whatever. I don't know, and they hear how the people talk or whatever. And yes, I noticed that. Like in Mexico City, they used to be famous because they used to sing when they talk. And now they don't do that much. I mean, I'm talking about the 70s when my father took us to Mexico City. And I was like 10 years old, and I remember I came back like that, and it's like everybody was like, "Why are you talking like that?" It's like, and my cousins, it's like, oh, they're all talking like that. And now with the internet, and I mean, I'm sure like television, whatever, got a lot to do with it too. Oh, they're gonna be happy. They're gonna be happy. No, I got them crummies. Yeah, I don't know if I wanna go to electrolysis today. I don't know. I don't even know if they got any appointments today. I don't like to schedule appointments because I don't like to stress myself out. I'm like, mm-mm. But I mean, I'm almost finished. So it's like, that shit hurt so much. Shit hurts so much. Like the last treatment I got, I don't know why. I ended up scoring 2 hours because somebody canceled, and there was both like, I don't know. It just felt, I don't know what kind of pain that is. What do you call like deep, and it's just, I know I'm a crybaby. But I'm just tired. I don't understand, how people can have so much pain. Surgery after surgery, whatever. I don't know. I mean, I'm Mexican. Can you imagine? Can you imagine the Arabs, the Moors, with like a close beard? Cool. Like a very, like, they call it like a close beard, something like that. I don't know, when you cannot even see nothing. It's like a, I mean, can you imagine like the pain? I mean, I don't know. I never liked pain. I'm like, mm-mm. That's what I told the doctor, the Frankencucci doctor. I told him, like, you're not gonna touch this shit ever again. That shit hurts so much. And he just got quiet. I'm like, so keep it to yourself. Whatever, if you think there's gonna be a revision or whatever, there's not gonna be no revisions, nothing. Like, bitches, they had like 3 revisions, and like this area is like, it's all nerves. It is all nerves. It is like, and I always been like extremely sensitive down here. Like, never touched it before. I mean, I'm like a virgin over here. I'm a virgin, for real. And I haven't even got sex. I haven't even got sex since my boyfriend, the last time. Before the surgery. And that was it. I'm like, no. I'm like, mm-mm. And, I'm not gonna lie, I did send a couple of pictures. Supposedly, I don't even know what to believe. I got positive feedback, I mean, like, whatever. But coming from guys that, who knows, sometimes, I mean, we see, men are the ultimate survivors wherever they go. They go to prison, somehow they find a way to stick it. Somehow they gotta find a way to stick it in prison. Survivors, so it's like, so I don't know. I'm gonna stay with the positive feedback. That they say look yummy and they look good, whatever. Okay, so I don't know. Of course, I feel insecure. I mean, like, I don't know, a cracker made this. Come on. But I mean, I gotta stay positive, positive vibes, healing vibes, and stuff. That's it. I stay positive, because I think everything is going okay. I mean, I still peeing. It's kind of like, yeah. I don't know when I'll see him again. I'm seeing him every 6 months now. I saw him, I don't know when. The last time, I don't know when I'm gonna see him again. So I think everything is okay, and I think it's gonna be easy maintenance, which is what I wanted. I wanted to have the simplest surgery. I mean, it was not simple. It was almost 8 hours. It was not simple. I couldn't believe it was almost 8 hours for real. Almost 8 hours. What was it? I mean, it looked almost flawless. Like when I went to the beach, it's like this guy, he kept saying like, I don't see no stitches. You're lying to me. It's like, yeah, man, that was just like, he wanted, I guess, to spread my legs or something. Or you just see the stitches and like, you did a good job. I mean, like, but still, come on. Still, when you gonna compete with God? Never. And that's okay. I mean, I'm not like whatever, I knew this, I know this is like, I don't know. I mean, I call it a calling. I call it a calling, I'm like, and because it's just, I don't know. I don't know how to say it. I mean, like, I'm not gonna say do it right, but I mean, supposedly there's a right way for everything, right? And when I say the right way, I mean like surrendering to what it is, because shit is like, when I found out, when I finally, because the is not a river in Egypt. So when it started to sink in, I mean, I knew, it's like, wow, it's just a different thing. But then again, my entire life has been different. I mean, like I say, like, when you tell a man, like, wow, you never used your genitals, like, or no, with somebody else or whatever, nobody else, no, it's like, what's the big deal for me? Like, it's not a big deal. Like, you can be a virgin, and that's it, right? Supposedly. But some people cannot imagine that part, but it come natural. It just come natural. It's just clear like water. Yeah, this is why I miss the old New York City, people minding their business or whatever. Like, I mean, of course that was not the case. Of course that was not the case. But I guess people, they knew how to make it be like more discreet. Without the gawking. Or maybe we just didn't care what people was whatever looking or whatever. But yeah, that's a big I mean, because you can tell right away when like, wow, you get like, your eyes get sometimes as big as a plate. I'm like, come on, you can tell that bitch came from, I don't know. I have no idea, because now I think It's even worse in the inner cities, I think. You know, I first arrived in Chicago in 1989, and over there it was wild. So, and I think it was like, I don't know. I think New York City was more wild in the 90s, in 1992 when I arrived. Yeah, it was like the Weimar Republic. I mean, not as much, but you get the point. Speaking of Germany, I mean, like, it's it is very important to start like speaking, you know, talking history the way it is, because they never stood a chance. They've never stood a chance. You know, like, I mean, we can see it right now. We can see it right now. You think if those people was like something, as they keep talking like, you know, oh, the German engineering, Germany this, Germany that, you know. You think they'll be in the situation they are right now? I mean, Angela Merkel, not once but twice, telling everybody that she set Russia up. It was just a setup, just to buy some time, you know, so Ukraine can get ready for the war. You know, it was preparing to like, anyway, it's an eyesore. Speeches are eyesore. I'm like, MC Hammer's pants. Well, you know, thank God, but still like, they're tight. They're even worse because they're tight. And like a hoodie, and like, you know, just like, it's just like, I mean, she was smoking a cigarette. I guess she had to be there. I don't know. There was no other way, but I had to keep looking. I mean, I don't know if it's me, paranoid or whatever, but I saw that bitch. She kept looking this way. This is why I don't leave my house with obsidian. Without obsidian, I would already had cancer. I would already had, like, who knows? Because they're like looking, you know, the evil eye. I mean, like, it's just like looking at you, like, you know, my friend Nana on 125th Street, right outside the Pathmark, no Pathmark, no, what is it? The Mart, you know, the market that's closed now. It's just like a iron gate. What's in front, across the street from Danny Say, you know, the women's store. This is where I bought this stuff. It's 99 cents, you know, and so he's always there. So one day I had my button of Kwame Nkrumah, the great Kwame Nkrumah, and he just looked at it like, wow. He was like, and I you know, he was looking for, because I didn't know what button I have, you know, like, we now have check. So, and I was like, damn, I forgot. I said, it finally hit me. You are from Ghana. And I was like, oh, come on, you can have it. I mean, like, because, I mean, if I see somebody, I've given my pins, you know, like, that's okay. You know, like, no. Not even 24 hours went by, it broke. And I'm going to bring it to him. It's just, and they never break. I mean, like, the little thing just fell off. I bought another one, you know, but it's a little one. They didn't bring like the big one. And but it's just how powerful it is, or sight, or eyes. It's like, no, please. I mean, yes. I mean, I'm not gonna lie and say, oh, this bitch don't like attention. Of course, I like attention. We all like attention, you know. But I mean, not from women like that. That whole thing, like, you know, the linebacker. I mean, there was both linebackers right there. And my friend called him land hippos. Hey, cutie, what you doing there? Let me show you. Yeah, he left. They're so ephemeral. I just didn't realize, it's like, he was like looking that way. It's like, what a beautiful bird. Anyway, I forgot. My ADD is just, I'm so happy I don't even know why. I don't even know how. I guess it's just because it's warm. I cannot stay. I think I cannot stay. I don't know. I'm gonna try another year, another year, another year. I'm trying to prepare, Anyway, but if anybody want a pair of cats, I'm looking for a good home to my cats. Even if I don't leave, I would like to give my cats away so I can go and visit. And if something go wrong, you can return them, and I can find another. I know it's gonna be traumatizing because they never been anywhere else and stuff, but I'd rather have a stable home for my two cats. That's my main worry. That's my main worry. But my parakeets too, I got two parakeets. I got one canary. He sings beautifully in the mornings. Oh my God, if you want your life, But him can wait. Him can wait like 6 more months. I cannot imagine my life without him now. He's just so amazing. He just stand there and sing his heart out. My fish tank, it's only there's like 4 catfish and like 10 tetras and snails. Tetras, yeah, it's just tetras. So, I was not expecting this. I thought I was gonna die here. I thought bought my apartment in 1994. It was sliding scale. And since I ain't working right now, so the maintenance fee is still very, very expensive. I think it's the most expensive co-op. For my sliding whatever scale thing, it's like $700. Really? That's no discount. But anyway, right now, the city is paying that. Well, they're gonna keep my apartment. If I live, that's it. Because I had to sign a lien because I needed Medicaid over here, and that's entrapment. That should not even be legal. How they gonna be like, oh yeah, we can help you, but you gotta give us your apartment because there's no way you can have nothing. In my home country, anybody can get help, and you can work. You can work too. It's not this prison over here that all you gotta, and no matter how much you got, that's it. You turn 65, you get 6,000 pesos every 2 months. Damn, I still got like 7 years. No, but it's like for the children, all the children, they get scholarships and tuition so they can buy their clothes and everything. Because what good is oh yeah, you can go to school, but in rags, and you don't have money to buy the materials and all this stuff. No, the president is making sure everybody, disabled people. So there's families, they're getting three checks because of their senior citizen. They have a senior citizen if they happen to have a disabled person, and if they have children, they get their tuition. And that is without getting no more debt. While the United States is right now almost $35 trillion in debt, national debt. We haven't taken a penny. All we're doing is tackling corruption. They hate us. If you look at the media, everywhere, they say the president, eat babies for breakfast. Stupid as shit. This bitch 2 days ago, she said, the instability of the Mexican currency have caused so many problems or something like that. I did not even open the thing. How can you say that? You professional journalist, you a professional, like whatever, And it's just one of the main outlets in Mexico, and and to come out and say, the stability and the, I don't know, why should say like the growth? Because you know what they call it in Europe? They call the Mexican peso. They call it the super peso. We did not call it that because they seen, no matter what, this tantrum with NATO in Ukraine and our currency going up and up and up. Lockdowns up and up. Because our president knows what he's doing. He prepared himself for 40 years. They stole the elections twice. And I know that's a very touchy subject because I start crying because we could have saved so many millions of lives if they didn't have stolen the elections in 2006. Is it 2006, 2008? I don't know, no, 6. If they hadn't stolen the elections, but I guess, I don't know, he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready, He was Mexico's favorite punchline. They used to say, look at that old fart. Pathetic. He lose the elections and then he don't know how to lose. They have the nerve to say that. So guess what? Now we're saying that to them. You guys don't know how to lose. Imagine, after almost 80 years, they stood in power illegally. They was able to steal the elections. But guess what? In 2018, we all went out and voted. That was the first time I voted. I have to make sure I have to go to the Mexican consulate and send my vote. And they stole like, easily, they stole like 20 million votes. They say it's like 30 million votes. It's not 30 million votes. It's at least 50 something million votes. But it's got 2 more years only. 2024. See the vultures already, they're like, and it's so, unbelievable. If people was only to stop, to turn off the television and all the white media, white news, whatever. What is it here? Oh, if they was just to do that, if they was just to do that, they don't know. They don't know. People think things cost a lot of money, and that's not true. That is not true. Especially corporations like the United States, they get all wholesale. They get all like whatever. No matter what it is, they get the best prices ever. Now we're finding out. And I even wrote a message to the president of the Federation, the Russian Federation. I said like, you are just like them because you was giving them gas. They're cheap. So they can fuck us up. So they can, it was financing their imperialism. And I say, you better not. Because when this pass again, and Russia continue giving away the gas and the oil to European countries and the United States, I'm like, why? Why? So they got enough money to continue doing the transhumanism, financing transhumanism, surveillance state, police state, authoritarianism. That's what you're doing. Can you imagine? How responsible of Russia. This is what I'm telling you. There's not a good cracker. There's no such thing as a good cracker. There's no such thing. As much as I appreciate what Russia's doing, I gotta say it. They finance these terrorists because they should these prices that they was giving them, giving away the gas and the oil to Europe. That should be like, no, only for the nations that actually got moral integrity. You gotta have like that. I think it should be like that. It should not be like what they're trying to do, with social media. That if you was jaywalking, then you get like your social score is low. but the nations, the countries that 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 are what do you call that word? Belligerent, the imperialistic countries or whatever, corporations, those should be getting retail price for everything. Oh yeah. Oh, you want cheap gas? You want cheap oil? Guess what? You gotta take all the military bases. Like in Germany, people look at Germany like I say, you know, it is a hoax. It's a big lie that Germany is something. Germany ain't shit. It got U.S. military bases in it, and nobody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about that. So, you know, and I see people like, you know, oh, they see Germans and they're like, oh my God, they're like, for what? For what? Yeah, bitch. If you got U.S. military bases in your territory, what can I tell you? What can I tell you? Obama put 8 in Colombia. 8. And we don't know still how many. It's rumor has it that Obama put like, I don't know, 50. They say like 50 military bases in Africa. It's shameful. Shameful. And nobody's condemning that. Nobody's condemning that. And they're like, oh no, Russia is the threat. Russia is the danger. You know, one military base, you know how much it costs to feed all those lazy ass mother freakers? You know how much? It's ridiculous. And what they doing over there? Hi there. Sure.
Would like to come to our open house?
Okay, thank you. Thank you. All right, like January 14. When you don't say they got food, I should ask you, is it gonna be food? Anyway, so I'm gonna try to make my appointment on the 14th. So I'm gonna be here, but let's see what they're gonna give me. They'll give nothing. All those days are. I mean, I got so spoiled in the 90s. There was like, it was giving away money just for nothing. Just like here, it was like. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but I hope you get the message. I hope you get the message. It was like parties every day. You know, like I say, you know, open bar. But it was not just open bar. It was premium. It was premium. It was like wow. You wake up the next day, you don't even get a headache. You know, you can be a bougie drunk. You know, it was like people they got no idea what it's like to, you know, to really just. It's a totally different, you know, bowl of wax. You know, if you don't put all the sugar that you put in your cocktails, and if you just drink like real, like, you know, liquor, like nothing. You wake up. I mean, I know I'm giving people bad advice, right? But it's just like, and then you knew it's like, oh, they're just filling up the bottles with some bootleg stuff, like. No. I wanted to go out on New Year's. Well, the Gregorian New Year's. Why are we still using the Gregorian calendar? I mean, the Gregorian calendar is for Europe. How ridiculous are we? How pathetic are we? Using, you know, anyway, like Dr. Who said that? I don't know. I think it was Professor James Moore who said that they stole our time. They said they stole our time, and they're like, it's true. It is true. I mean, like, it's about bullshit. I mean, this is only like my 3rd year that I threw away all my December decorations, and this year. I mean, it felt a lot better. You know, I mean, not that it felt bad, but it's just like, it felt too good to the point that Monday I went out and I totally forgot Monday was a federal holiday because New Year's was in December. And I say quotations because New Year's is on September 29th. That's when the year starts, September 29th. In Africa, in Mother Africa. So, I mean, I don't go by what Neanderthals teaching. So I went to all the way White Plains Road, by the 2 and the 5, by the 2 train. You know, I got off almost the last stop and started walking, and it was all deserted. I wanted to go buy some shea butter and soap, and there was nothing. I was like, it didn't hit me. I was like, oh yeah, because it was on a Sunday. They gotta give the day off on Monday. I'm like, whatever. But I mean, that's a small price, you know, to be, I guess they call it disenfranchised. So I'm not sure what that means, but I think it applies to this. So disenfranchisement is good. Disenfranchisement is good. I mean, all that, you know, December 25th, I had no problem. I mean, I like the lights. That was about it. I think that's why I kept putting the tree, because I like the lights, the glitter, you know, but it's just like, when you really realize, you know, it's more like a satanic ritual. When you really realize, you know, why everybody gotta put out a damn tree or lights or something and buy shit. It's just like to make the slave master even more powerful. It's insane. Shit is ridiculous. So yeah, it's just like nothing to report of. I mean, like, you know, I like to talk about my mental detoxification process. It's like, I don't know, more than 10 years that I started. But it's just like, I was like fooling myself, you know, that, you know, and just to see, like, you know, I went to Macy's. As soon as I got my apartment, I bought my apartment in September 94. I moved in. And I went to Macy's to buy a tree. 8-footer. I got an 8-footer. Indestructible. You can, you know, it's like you can bend the branches and stuff. It was a really cool tree. It was that tree that you can give it to your great-great-grandchildren. You know? And at that time, I think it was not even that expensive. It was like $150 in 1994. So I thought it's like, yeah, I'm just not thinking, you know, I don't know. Maybe just like, why buy another tree? I'm more like that. Like my mattress, I also bought it there with hotel quality. So that shit is indestructible. This is 1994 and it's like brand new. And I put a top, you know, like a foam topper, whatever they call it. And it's really nice. It's just like really nice. I mean, like, some people claim that they get too hot. I don't know. I haven't got that hot. I don't know, because it's like the foam. And I mean, it's gonna be a shame because I don't think they're gonna like donate it or something. I don't know. They might donate it. I hope those things have changed. You know, because you know, it's like it used to be that you know, used to see, you know, somebody died or something and they just threw everything out. And why did I end up talking about that? I forgot why I ended up talking about that. But anyway, what an unexpected day. And this is what I'm trying, you know, training the mind for, you know, to live in the unexpected. I realized a while back that this is BS, utter BS. We're not supposed to wake up and know everything that's gonna happen, in that day, because that's the way it is in the whole planet, except over here. They got us in a bubble, there's no mud, there's no nothing, just concrete, the asphalt jungle. It's, I'm gonna say it's nice, right? It's just like, never have to worry about nothing, but it's just fake. This shit's just fake, and it's just like killing us inside, little by little, little by little, just this predictability. I mean, life is not supposed to be predictable. You think like the little birds, they come out and like, they don't know what's gonna happen. They just go with the flow, whatever it is. Oh, there's no food over here. They have to fly miles and miles to get it. That's it. It is not. I mean, books are another hoax too. How are you gonna learn? I mean, the book is just like the beginning. You read something like, okay, now you go and become it. That's the only way you can learn it. That's what they call it, like, shamanism or whatever. They see everywhere you go throughout the planet, all the natives, they was drawing animals, and like, oh, they worship animals. Oh, or was it like, oh, I think it was that because, no, it was not because of that. It was because they knew, like Dr. Fundishi said, it's all about mastering all the realms, the mineral realm, the animal realm, the ocean, everything. Not to know, like, oh, what's the name? That's not their name. They made it up. A lot of people made it up. I mean, I guess, I don't know who made it up originally. I don't know, some of them. Some of them, they just made it up from Greek or Latin. And you say, oh, I know it. No, you don't know it. You know, like, oh, how much you weight, what colors they come in, stuff, but that's not knowledge. That's not knowledge. And I know what I'm saying right now, for most people, is like a bitch bugging, like, completely. Like, no, it's not, I'm not. That's how foreign it have turned out. It have turned out like so foreign, because is this thing still? Well, we can go back, and I think this age that we're in, and that is something, like, right away, the taxi driver, he said, like, yeah, like, shit is so different. I mean, he must have been like, I don't know, 45. I don't know. I'm really bad with age. I don't know, but just the fact that he said, I mean, like, we didn't get to have to talk much because it was really fast. There's no traffic at this hour, so I'm coming from Dykeman over here. It was like, and so, but that is the challenge. That is the challenge, and like, I haven't been on Instagram in a long time because I'm just like, I don't want to. I'm fed up. I am fed up. Censoring me, punishing me. Like, who the F is you? Like, for real. Nobody's. Absolute nobody's. But somehow they think they got the moral authority or something to put you on jail, whatever, for a whole month. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. I'm thinking right now, like I say, there's things that, there's juggling shit and thinking, relocating. I mean, I don't know, to another state, I guess. But then I'll lose my apartment. This is not Section 8, like I said. They just took over my apartment. And when I move out, I don't know. I gotta talk to them to see if they will give me another apartment instead. That would be a good choice, you know, like, but where? I know Florida, they don't got no services, right? I mean, and then too many hurricanes. It's like, I mean, just look at right now. I don't know how the F they did it. I didn't know what they was talking about. My sister said, "Are you okay?" Like, you know, like, what the fuck? And I'm like, yeah, everybody got snowed out, or whatever they say, except us. I don't know. And, you know, that's a big point of contingency, you know, in New York City. I remember de Blasio got blasted at least twice because of the snow. Especially the crackers. It was like, how dare you haven't picked up the snow? Blah, blah, blah. What the hell is going on with my hair today? Whatever. I'm just gonna pull it up. Yeah, I'm not joking with this thing. Whatever. So maybe they just whatever. They're protecting Eric Adams, the the NYPD captain, Eric Adams, mayor of New York City. How you gonna be like talk about a meteoric career. I mean, like 20-year police captain, Brooklyn Borough president, to New York City mayor, and talking about a heterosexual African American man. Nobody's seen that, right? Well, it turned out he wasn't straight, so now I guess that's no surprise. There, I was gonna say something is off because I know right now it's big time war on heterosexual African American men. I don't even look at the papers. I know they're always on the cover of the paper, something negative. I cannot believe, you know, what are the wives doing? What are their daughters doing? Not to go and write to those newspapers to say, how come you never put whites on your cover when they break the law? Because the statistics show that it's them who break the law the most. But they never get. Oh, this is cute. Oh shit, it's 1:27. I gotta go. Time went out really fast.